Hello, welcome back to Her Impact. I'm Costandria Gileos, and this is another episode regarding women in science. This episode is about depression on women in science and what actually means when there are fewer women in the science, in the workplace. What actually mean for them, their mental health. Number one, the isolation has got tremendous impact on their mental health. Now, because there's so few women in science, and I mean in every level, so professors, researchers, so every specific level, there's so few in that they feel isolated, and it's one of the challenges they need to face, and that affects them, their health. So there are so few, which they feel isolated. And the thing is that most of their male colleagues, they are not seeking socially to engage with them. They prefer their men's nights out to pub or for beer or whatever. So women are not really socialized, or if they have a family, they had to go back home. So they don't bond with their colleagues so much for not only for various factors or reasons. So that caused them isolation from their college, and that has got a tremendous effect on their health, their mental health, because of that. Because they don't develop these bonds that we need, everybody needs in their workplace. And because there's so few, they cannot do it with other women, they need to do it with men. Depression is really common, and other mental health problems they have. And the thing is that nobody's talking about, there's no discussion. And because there's no discussion, there's no data about it. So what percentage of women in science have got mental health problems and what kind of them? There are no studies, there are no questionnaires about that because they're just discussion has not started yet. Even the discussion about the challenges they're facing, they have not started. Another challenge that affects their health, their mental health, is the sexual problems they have, the harassment. So, because of the challenge they're facing, sexual harassment in USA is the second in the workplace, the second high sexual harassment they are facing after the soldiers, the female soldiers. So as you understand, they don't feel safe in the workplace, so that actually affects their mental health and increase the percentage for depression. So these two challenges are had got a tremendous impact, but also the bias they're facing, the gender bias. So they're not called to panels to talk about their research. They're dismissed everything they do, their discoveries, the innovation, the inventions, everything are dismissed. They're not believable. And that happens to the public, to the media, to the government, to the research body, to universities, they everything they talk, wherever they talk, to conferences, to to press, everything they talk, they are gender biased, and that affect their mental health. They're because they're not invited, they're not having that voice to express their achievements and also the challenges they're facing. Nobody's talking about it, so they're not invited to discussion to talk about that. So that is really important for their mental health and increase again the depression possibilities. And that health problems, the mental health problems, they're not able to pay for their well-being, because again there is this gap in the in the paying gap, so they are paying much less. And one of the Spanish researchers, she said regarding this latest epidemic we're facing, because now people are searching for vaccinated, they want to invest in health, and well, that's, because we have this problem now. And she said that, you pay 1,800 for a biology researchers, and you pay millions a football player. So you want a vaccine, so go to a famous rich football player if you need it to give it to you. And she wanted to actually illustrate the gap, and not only the gender gap, but also between research and science with other professions. So we need scientists, and and we need technology experts and all these important people to actually help us stay healthy and alive for this pandemic. So that's the whole challenges we are saying. It's actually affecting their mental health. And if we're not able to face the challenges and suggest actions to solve them, and close some gaps, and just erase some bias, then women in science will have depression, and they will keep having depression. It's a high percentage. We don't have data, but I'm sure there must be a high percentage of women in science. They are facing a lot of mental health. So thank you for being with me with another Her Impact episode. And make science your superpower. And I'll see you next time with another episode.